Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another PC Classic Cars test drive video. Today we are in the 94 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra convertible Indy pace car. These pace cars are really cool cars. They made 1,000 of them in 1994. All of the pace cars were convertibles, red, tan top, tan leather interior, like you see this car. So all of these Cobras, as far as the pace cars go, were 5.0, 5 speeds. This one is probably one of the most stock Cobras that I've ever had. It's got the original 5-liter, 5-speed manual transmission, power steering, power disc brakes, still has the original exhaust from the headers all the way to the back, so that's really cool. And it just drives excellent. It drives like a 23,000 mile car should drive like. It's 23,461 miles, and everything on this car, from the headlights to the taillights and pretty much everything in between, it all works. It's actually warm here in Texas this morning, so I'm gonna kick the AC on. Blows nice and cold instantaneously. Overall condition of this car, we'll start with the interior here. If you know these cars, the leather seats, if it's the black leather or it's the tan leather, they're notorious for getting kind of some pretty bad wear, even if they're low mileage cars. This one, the leather is very nice. You have some minor, just nothing's torn, nothing's broken on the seat, just some normal leather wear here on the driver's seat, but it's minimal, and the seat's actually in really nice shape. The rest of the interior, like the carpet, the Cobra mats, the door panels, everything is excellent. Nothing's out of place, nothing's broken, just a very, very clean interior, and it still has the original Ford radio with the Ford CD player. I take that back. The only thing that's not working is the factory CD player's not coming on. The top has been replaced. The customer that I bought it from, he had it stored in his, he had the vehicle stored in his garage, and unfortunately a piece of drywall fell from the ceiling and put a small slit in the back of the top, so he had the top replaced. Unfortunately, he did note that to his insurance, so on the Carfax it does note minor damage. Again, it was just a small slit in the top that he had the insurance pay for, so you will see that on the Carfax, but there's no accidents. No real damage reported other than just the top needing to be replaced. The rest of the cosmetic, to me, it does look like the car has had a little bit of paint work at some point. You can kind of just see a little tape line in the back by the convertible top molding. The paint overall looks great. I've had a bunch of these low mileage cars. Sometimes the paint just gets some wear and tear from sitting, or for whatever reason. I don't know exactly why this car particularly had any paint work. But overall, the cosmetics are very clean. It's got the factory Cobra wheels on it, which look nice, good tires. Just cosmetically a really clean car front to back. Gauges are all coming up good. Temperature's where it needs to be. The speedo and the tach are working. Voltage is reading good. Good oil pressure as well. Do a little more aggressive pull here. All right, that was 80 there. I was in it about half throttle, 3/4 throttle, and it runs really well. It's kind of interesting driving one of these that has stock exhaust, because it's actually really quiet. You hear the motor when you don't really hear the exhaust, where 99% of the time when we have these cars, they've had flow masters or magnet flow mufflers put on them, and they sound really good. So driving one that has factory exhaust is unusual. You just don't hear the exhaust, but the car drives exactly what you'd expect a 23,000 mile car to drive like. You can hop in this thing and go anywhere you'd want to go. Power windows, power locks, all that stuff works. The power top works as well. It goes up and down like it should. We have the convertible top, the hard boot that goes over the back, which is in excellent shape as well. Underneath this particular Cobra is very clean. The floors, the frame rails, everything is super solid and super nice on the bottom side. Just kind of, again, a no-nonsense 23,000 mile car. Back on the Carfax, it does have an interesting little history. If you go to our website, you click on the additional photos, you can see the Carfax on there. The gentleman that we bought it from, he had houses in a couple different locations, and one of those locations was Hawaii. He actually registered this car in Hawaii. It had Hawaii plates on it at one point, but he said he actually never took the car to Hawaii, so it was never exported, or excuse me, it was never shipped to Hawaii. He just registered it there, and it had Hawaii plates. So on the Carfax, you'll see that it's got a Hawaii registration at one point, but he said the car never actually made it to Hawaii, so interesting kind of tidbit there. But your miles on the Carfax all line up, and again, you'll see that little spot about the top being replaced on the Carfax as well. Your power windows, they roll up and down exactly like they should. The glass is all in really nice shape. The windshield is very clear, no wiper marks, no stone chips. And then the back glass with the rear defrost for the back glass is in great shape, and the back glass is very clean. Going down this bumpy road here, the suspension feels good. It's all stock style equipment. I don't think anything's ever been replaced, or excuse me, ever changed or modified. We have a bunch of paperwork on this car. The folder that we have is kind of impressive. It looks like they kept pretty much everything. We have the original Ford paperwork, the SVT certifications, some miscellaneous other original paperwork that came with the car. And then again, a big folder of just maintenance receipts and paperwork from all the years of the car. So that's really cool, and obviously that goes with it. Of course, we're stuck behind a truck and trailer here with a skid steer on it, so we're cruising at 25 miles an hour. I actually really like these pace cars. When these came out, they were kind of a collectible thing right away when they came out. So you do find these cars with low mileage pretty regularly. I usually get one or two a year. This one I found it was a good low mileage car, and I liked the fact that it was just a bone stock, not messed with car mechanically. So that's why we picked this one up. Transmission shifts really nice and smooth up and down through the gears. Just a really comfortable car to drive. And they have a really good road feel to them. The seats are very comfortable. You'd hop in this car, like I said before, you can drive this wherever you'd want to go. Just a good quality car. I always mention in our videos for all the 94 through 98 Cobras, I really like these cars. Specifically we'll go around this big pothole here. Specifically the 505 speed ones. The 4.6 cars are great, but I prefer the 5-liter. Try to avoid all that freshly cut grass. Common problem with these cars is the little clock. The little digital display sometimes doesn't work. This one is working, but obviously it's not 6:46 p.m. It is it's about 10:45 or so here in the morning here in Texas, so just need to update the clock. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. If there's ever anything that y'all want to see or have suggestions, feel free to leave me a comment on our YouTube channel, or you can call or text me at 903-820-1019. If you don't already follow us on our website, it's pcclassiccars.com, or you can follow us across all the social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and it's the same handle, PC Classic Cars, across all of them. Thanks again for stopping in, and I will see you guys on my next test drive video.